Okay, the Graphic Communications Group is one of Kodak's largest growing businesses. It's comprised of many former companies merged into one to drive printing within both the commercial printing industry as well as corporate and government areas. And then our main segments of products are digital printing or consumables or workflow or services are the four main types of products we sell. My name is Mark Weber. I'm the Vice President of Worldwide Sales Partnerships for Kodak's Digital Printing Solutions Group. Most of our customers are printing to make money. I mean, that is their business. That's what they bring home checks to their families for. So it's very important that we help them grow their businesses with a full plate of solutions rather than just single boxes. Our product strategy is we have two portions of our business. We have customers who are still using offset or analog equipment. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. And we have a portion of our business that is already into digital printing. The offset printing process is using traditional presses that go all the way back to Gutenberg. And what you're doing is you're putting it on the press, setting up the equipment, and generally needing to run tens of thousands of images to be cost effective. But customers are coming back and saying now, I need shorter run lengths and I need it today or yesterday, not 3 days from now. Digital printing enables you to more quickly print on demand. Our competition tends to be very specialized. So we compete against Xerox, who is specialized in digital printing. We compete against Agfa, specialized in components for offset printing. We compete against Heidelberg, that makes printing presses. We have a workflow now that ties all these capabilities together. Yeah, Kodak has traditionally been a B2C type company, dealing directly with consumers. B2B is one step different and a different type of customer. We focus on several segments of the industry. The biggest is the commercial segment, and that is commercial printers. Then we have the packaging industry. The packaging industry is about the same size as the overall printing industry, and that's the people who produce your Kellogg's Corn Flakes boxes. We're also in the publishing industry. That's our third of four segments. And last but not least, we're in the transactional printing part of the world, and that's printing checks, printing documents. So those are the four primary segments. All of them are doing business with very large investments. So if I'm selling a camera on the Kodak.com system, I'm having a moment of a customer's time trying to sell them a $350 camera. On the other hand, I might be trying to sell them a $350,000 press or a $3.5 million solution. It's a different way of approaching that type of customer that's different from B2B than it is from B2C. We depend on a direct sales force, both direct and indirect sales force, people calling on those customers. Generally, people don't put their credit card down for tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars of equipment. So because we have to touch those customers differently or multiple times before they're really interested, we use a lot of tools available to the B2C. We just use them differently. We also have hundreds of distributors, dealers, and resellers. Sometimes they are in a geography where it's not cost effectiveness for open. Sometimes they are focused better professionals in a particular area where we want to get into, but it'd be difficult to train our people to do the same thing. So we don't try Kodak to do things that are outside our normal experiences. There's many different ways we promote Graphic Communications Group products. First and foremost, there's dozens of large trade shows or industry showings, and then many more smaller showings. So you get hundreds of thousands of customers coming to these shows. So that's a large part of our promotion. We do some trade advertising, both in terms of Kodak's theme, and then specific advertising depending on the 4 segments that we're speaking about. We have one website, which is the graphics portion of the Kodak.com website, that you can see all of our products. We run electronic campaigns from that site, so we can specifically send an electronic mailing to a customer and get them to come to our site, maybe request a sales rep. Services and solutions are the most difficult. A workflow is you can't show someone a book, and sometimes, so you have to develop flash elements and ways of displaying how the workflow actually drives their business. I mean, some of the commercial printers that we've dealt with are still using Post-it notes to track jobs. And if that Post-it note falls on the ground, you know what happens. So we need to show the customer that we have customer management printing systems that allow them not only just to operate their shop, but track everything that's going through it and run the finances too. But that's a very intangible thing for many customers, so we try to use different ways of animating it and showing customers, and then references along with it. And what we've developed is a good customer relationship management system. So we know who our customers are, how they're segmented, where they are in the country, what some of their needs are. And then we can profile that CRM system and develop a campaign specific for them. So we may have tens and tens and thousands of customers, but a specific campaign maybe to just to hundreds of them. Consumer or end user may use what we call web-to-print capabilities. They may have, like a local retailer might have several outlets around the country, and they need to print brochures, but they find the New England printer needs a different background, like a covered bridge, and a Southwest person might have a Pueblo type building or cactuses or something. So with web-to-print, they can choose the template with the background that best meets their customers' localized needs, and print them and distribute them in the area where they need distributed. So small or medium-large printers can now offer this web-to-print capability, saving time, paper costs, money, and so forth. Papa John's is, a large pizza retailer. They keep really good track of what you and I buy. If you like sausage and I like anchovies, they know that and they record that in their system. So working with, in this case, NextPress, they've developed a ability to produce coupons that are specifically personally designed for you. They have the database. We provide them a workflow, customize it to that database, and then the equipment and the support goes along with that. I think we try very hard to probe our customers. Again, we do it the traditional way with surveys where someone picks up the phone and calls you, but we just did a web-based survey as well. So people coming to our website can fill out a questionnaire about what they like and dislike. So with the capabilities we're selling, we're using them to better find out what their needs are. We also have users associations, like we have the Graphic Users Association, hundreds of different customers coming together twice a year, talking to our executives, let them know what they like and dislike. So we're always probing because we're in a continuous improvement mode, and that's the only way we can grow, is to find out what we're not doing as well or what we can improve.